Welcome back. You are watching Eagle News. I'm Philip Toledo in Atlanta. The Los Angeles County Department of Health advises protesters to self-quarantine for 14 days. Julianne Simbulan in Lancaster has the story. Julianne?
Thank you, Philip. The Los Angeles County Department of Public Health states through a recent tweet that Angelenos should self-quarantine for 14 days if they have just participated in a large gathering wherein not all participants had cloth face coverings and it was difficult to maintain 6 feet physical distancing from other attendees. This health advisory arrives after a weekend of more than 20 protests scheduled throughout Los Angeles County that resulted in large crowd gatherings wherein some participants were seen not wearing facial coverings and not maintaining the required social distancing. The LA Public Health Department also recommends that Los Angeles residents get tested for COVID-19 if they have been in contact with someone who is positive or suspected to be positive as a direct result of these gatherings. They further caution that although Angelenos receive a negative result after getting tested, it is still possible for them to become infected with the following 14 days. Due to this reason, county health officials emphasize the importance of self-quarantining for 14 straight days after attending large gatherings, even if tested negative for the coronavirus. If one tests positive, Angelenos are advised to quarantine for 10 more days, in addition to the 14 recommended days of isolation. Upon exhibiting symptoms of COVID-19, the public health instruction is to contact your medical doctor or health provider. County health officials announced today the cumulative list of symptoms experienced by those positive for the coronavirus as recorded by the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, which includes the following: fevers, chills, coughs, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle and body aches, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, body congestion or runny nose, and nausea or vomiting. In Los Angeles County, the number of new cases increased with 1,225 newly reported cases and 56 new deaths. The total number of confirmed cases in the county is 65,822, with 2,707 deaths as announced today by the Los Angeles Public Health Department. Meanwhile, the state of California currently has a total of 133,489 confirmed COVID-19 cases and 4,697 deaths as recorded by the California Department of Public Health. Although Los Angeles County still leads in the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases and deaths throughout the state of California, the positive note is that we are seeing lessening in the numbers, which shows that residents are doing their part in limiting the spread of the virus. In Lancaster, California, Julianne Simbulan, Eagle News. We live in interesting times. Back to you, Philip.
Thanks, Julianne. Now, at this point, we've all heard the reminders about washing your hands, not touching your face, keeping physical distance. But in light of these protests wherein there's so many people or there's so many large gatherings, is there any other piece of advice that people should be following?
Actually, Philip, one preventive action that isn't as talked about as the ones that you mentioned is the reminder to wash cloth face coverings regularly. Throwing them in with your regular laundry and setting the water to as warm as is advisable for the cloth is another way to help prevent the spread of coronavirus. So here's hoping that everyone who participated in these protests remember to launder their cloth face masks and probably even the clothes they wore that day to the moment they got home.
Absolutely, thank you. Now, speaking about cloth masks, I don't know about you, but one of the things I, tried to find joy in during this pandemic is seeing all the different styles of cloth masks. Is there a particular mask that you've seen on someone that you thought was particularly eye-catching in its design?
Actually, yes. Once I saw somebody with a smile, like a clown smile on their mask. It was pretty funny. Just made my day, but yeah, that was pretty funny.
Some people might be afraid of that kind of mask.
That's true. That's true.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Julia, and you stay safe.
Thank you. You too.